welcome to the Linen Hall Library's Ireland Divided exhibition. My name is Jason Burke. I'm the coordinator of the Ireland Divided project and the curator for this exhibition. In this series of QR code videos, I'm going to be talking you through some of my exhibition highlights, starting with cabinet number 1 and the Origins of Partition. This section of the exhibition looks at the origins of partition as told by items from the Linen Hall Library's collection. In this case, we've used the Home Rule crises from the latter part of the 19th century in order to be a starting point for the story. Here we have a copy of the text of the second Home Rule Bill from 1893. William Gladstone's first Home Rule Bill was defeated in the House of Commons in 1886 by the first serious manifestation of unionism in Ireland. His second attempt passed the first hurdle of the Commons in 1893, only to be defeated by what then seemed a permanent and unassailable pro-union majority in the House of Lords. Unionist resistance re-emerged during the third Home Rule crisis in 1912. Here we have examples of populist resistance when almost 500,000 people signed a solemn league and covenant in protest against the Home Rule Bill. This is an original printing plate used to make parchment souvenir copies which can be found in households up and down the country. And this is a parchment copy of the Women's Declaration, which gained more signatures than the men's version of the Ulster Covenant. We also have examples of militant unionist resistance with this Unionist Club crest, which was displayed at Unionist Club meetings in Seaford in County Down, including one which was attended by Sir Edward Carson. And we have some items which reflect the development of the Ulster Volunteer Force, formed in January 1913 and had as many as 100,000 members. The nationalist response to the Ulster Volunteer Force was to form a volunteer army of its own in 1913, the Irish Volunteers. And here we have a book written by Alice Stopford Green, published in 1918. Green was closely involved with the Irish Volunteers and their gun-running operation at Howth on the 26th of July 1914. When the Irish Volunteers split as a result of the outbreak of the Great War, a residual band of dissidents, together with the Irish Republican Brotherhood and the Irish Citizen Army, hatched a rebellion in Dublin in April 1916. And here we have a version of the Proclamation of the Irish Republic as read by Patrick Pearse outside the General Post Office in Dublin. By 1920 then, and after several attempts to solve the Irish question, including in 1916 and in 1918, Walter Long's committee proposed a two-parliament solution to the Irish problem. The result was a fourth Home Rule Bill, or the Government of Ireland Act, of which an original copy can be seen here. This legislation was enacted in Parliament on the 23rd of December 1920, and on the 30th of December, the British Cabinet instructed the Chief Secretary to begin the machinery for setting up the Northern Ireland Parliament. Hopefully this has given you a bit of background to the partition story. Our next highlight is just upstairs in the large cabinet to your left-hand side.